I take nothing for granted now. Absolutely nothing. Well, I used to when I was younger and feeling healthy and strong and money always in my pocket, lots of money in my pocket, traveling literally around the world. I took it for granted. And I'm thinking, you wasted all those opportunities for self improvement, for self education. I went to places like London, Paris, uh, you name it, all over, literally all over the world. I went to New York more times than I can count. Did I spend time in the museums? Did I spend times even visiting the churches like I should have? No. I'm not going to even tell you what I did, what I wasted my time on, because it's pointless. But I roll my eyes and think, what a waste. And of course, now, and really, what goes around comes around. It's cliche, but it's true. I don't go anywhere because of my legs. I don't travel at all. I can go nowhere to see anything. I can go nowhere to see God's splendid creation when I could appreciate it because I'm able to appreciate it now, and I do appreciate it now. But I'll tell you what, I take nothing else for granted. The meal I just had, what a blessing that is. You know, in the time of Jesus, meals were an event, they were an occasion. When you invited someone into your home for a meal, it was um, it was an event. And when you shared food with them, it was showing that the same food, you were taking the same food into you as they were taking into them. It showed brotherhood. We don't think like that now. And we should. Meals should be almost sacred. And family meals, what happened to that? People coming together. I remember growing up, we did come together as a family, and it was a good thing. And I have fond memories of that. Now, what is it, Thanksgiving and Christmas? you know, and even then, there's a lot of fighting and nonsense going on. But just gratitude for what I just ate, gratitude for the cup of coffee I just had, gratitude that I can see. And I bring that up because my little sister, and I wasn't aware of this, is having eye surgery this very day on her first lens, and then she'll have it on the I guess the right eye next week, in hopes that she doesn't lose her sight. She's very good that way. She keeps a lot of things from us until, well, she was asking for prayers, and then my situation could change overnight. The person who looks after me is talking about, excuse me, moving to North Carolina to the coast. I think I mentioned that in the last video. Okay, I tell them no, but they don't hear. They only hear what they want to hear, and but I bring that up because my situation could change overnight, and I could become dependent on people I don't want to become dependent on. Because see, I cannot go into assisted living. I can't because they require this now. Um, a friend of mine just told me today. She's a very brave woman. She looks after handicapped individuals, mentally handicapped, mentally challenged individuals. And there was one who his family in Utah. She's in Texas, and his family lives in Utah, and they wanted to see him no matter what, for the holidays. She said, "Well, I'll bring him Thanksgiving." That means she can't spend time with her family. She's going to bring this young man, and the reason she has to make this sacrifice and drive there with him is because she will not have her charge the person entrusted to her with this. You see? Because he needs it to get on an airplane now. I didn't realize, I guess most airlines now are requiring this. But that, I applauded her. I said, that's awesome. She's making a sacrifice, and because she cares about this young man. I'm not worried about this young man's soul. I am not, They could poke him with 100 needles. It wouldn't affect this child of God. That no, don't tell me that because that'll get me irate. That would be a situation where he has no idea what's happening. So no, but it could kill him. It could kill him, and so she's aware of that, and so she's not going to do it. and she's going to rather give up being with her family Thanksgiving to take this young man to his family in Utah. Anyway, so I'm grateful for every day. Without this, without them coming, knocking on the door saying, hey, you need to get this. Because, like I said a million times, it's coming quicker than I want it to. And it's taking all the fun out of things, isn't it? It really is. But I do have other members of my family who aren't quite as staunch as I am, but they're standing up against this. I have a sister who's a cardio nurse, and she said no. And she's being punished for it. And the sister that's having the surgery, she won't get, her husband recently retired. They wanted to travel overseas. They won't because they won't get this. So you see the sacrifices that are being made. So we need to be grateful for every instant, every opportunity, every blessing, and every day that they're not coming for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't look forward to it, do you? But we know it's around the corner. So I just wanted to make this little video because I was feeling very thankful and appreciative of having this day and this hour, and the sun's right now is coming through the window. That's all I've got. That's all any of us have. That's all any of us ever had, but we just didn't realize it. Now we do realize it because of the situation and the times we're in. God is showing us.